wadau, so today we are on African cars and our main focus iko kwa gari inaitwa Mobius. And mind you, Mobius is a Kenyan company and it started way back in 2011 and up to now most of you najua hata mjui na exist. But they are making good progress and wanatengeneza some really interesting cars by the way. Currently wako kwa their third main model yenye inaitwa Mobius 3. So today we are going to have a look at this company. Like, is it a joke or is it something that it's worth? And actually, I realize on a produce gari zenye they are good enough to compete with imported versions. Hata tunaweza sema Mobius Motors is the first really successful car company in Kenya. Achana hizi zenye utengenezwa na watu huko sijui mtu ameinvent gari. Ukiangalia hata ikai gari. These guys really made something that can be put in a showroom as a car. The idea of having a Kenyan car company ilianzishwa na mtu anaitwa Joe Jackson. Joe Jackson is a British entrepreneur mwenye the company was first registered in Britain, then they moved to Kenya. This guy felt that Africa ilikuwa underestimated, as in Africa inaweza kuwa a big market for locally made cars. And actually so far kuja kuwa na gari yenye imekuwa tailor made for African terrain. So this guy ndo aliamua akakuja Kenya and they actually built a prototype huko Coast and they built something yenye ilikuwa inakaa bagika. Actually prototype yao kwanza ilikuwa it was made in a jua kali shade and the idea behind it was that to make a car so simple inaweza unganishwa hadi na wase limited skill yani wase jua kali. So the Mobius crew now started looking for finances to start operations and walipata some 500 million loan from an US based bank yenye iliwasaidia ku start up a plant on Mombasa Road. Now, after 3 years, that is in 2014, that is when they introduced their first production car, which was now known as the Mobius 1. The Mobius 1 came with a 86 horsepower 4-cylinder engine, and it was good for a top speed of around 120 kilometers per hour, but hii gari ilikuwa so basic. Actually, it had no doors, it had no windows, haikuwa na the roof. The roof was just like some tent. Yeah. But I think they sold all of the 51s but walianza ku claim these vehicles were to collect data on what Kenyans really want, but one of their main goals was cheapness. Jo hii gari ilikuwa ina retail for a price of 1.05 million, as in 1,050,000. Yeah. And sidhani kuna gari mpya ilikuwa ina cost so cheaply. The Mobius 1 got an upgrade, the Mobius 2, which came in at around 2020. Hii sasa ilikuwa a good improved version. It was a real SUV, yani gari yenye inaweza compete in the international market in the SUV game. It had an entertainment system, it had power windows, it had alloy limbs. Pia they upgraded the engine. Now it still had the same 4-cylinder, but now it had an 1800cc 4-cylinder, good for around 133 horsepower. It was also double overhead cam, that is DOAC with variable valve timing. Hii sasa ukiangalia hizo numbers, that is 133 horsepower, that is good enough for off-roading. And most SUVs, yani kitu current kusa iko in the same horsepower range, which is good enough. Okay, 2022 saw the introduction of the Mobius 3. The Mobius 3 was an upgrade to the Mobius 2. Now this was a really good SUV. It was now a 4-door, very similar to the Jeep Wrangler, and it had the classy look and also the toughness look for an off-road car. As in ni gari hata kupeleka kwa matope, like inakaa inaweza handle just by the looks. It also had an improved engine, that is a 220 horsepower 4-cylinder, which is a really good enough power zone or power range for an off-road car. Lakini sasa shida ilitokea. There were rumors that huko Nigeria there is a very similar vehicle which is now being sold as Inoson by the Inoson Motors, that is a Nigerian company yenye produce magari huko. And also in China there is a bike, I think it is a bike 50 or it is a bike 40, which is now a fake Jeep from China. It's not really fake, but it's like an imitation of the Jeep from China, which is nowhere close to the Jeep Wrangler. But so far zenye zimekuwa zikiuza hazijakuwa na shida yote, and they are really performing well in off-road situations and also on the road. So sikumaanisha ati kila kitu from China is fake, but I think Mobius, they just took the same vehicle from China and rebadged it as Mobius in Kenya. That is, I think they should have been really open on that to avoid the controversial issues of rebadge doing fake Jeep from China, but I think it is a good car so far. They are retaining for about 5.6 million, which ukiangalia they are zero mileage at that price. That is cheap compared to SUVs like the TX and the Land Cruiser V8, or even the Range Rover, which is far much expensive or new. Even the imported versions of those vehicles are still they still come at a higher price than the Mobius. But at least Mobius, they did a good you can say they did a good job. Yeah.